Welcome to AstroEnergy with Astrologer Angel Shelley Overton. Hello, good afternoon. Actually, it's not quite afternoon, it's morning. Morning. My name is Shelley Overton, and you are listening to the AstroEnergy show on Blog Talk Radio. It's good to talk to you. I am in Orlando, Florida, and it's a beautiful day. I don't even know how warm it is. It's going to be in the 80s, I believe. 82 is supposed to get 79 right now. So it's quite lovely, and I hope you're having a nice time wherever you are as well. So have you been feeling this crazy this time? We're having so much energy to that in a second. So I just wanted to let you know, if you are interested in getting a reading, you can reach me at astrologerangel.com, and we can all talk some astrology here. So let's see what's going on. Okay, last night was full moon, and it was in the sign of Virgo. So that's a intense energy because we currently also have, and so what happens is Jupiter is the base of energy. So the area of the sun that the full moon was in, I mean, I watched the moon rise this morning. Hopefully you can hear me well. I'm going to check in with the chat room. Sorry to interrupt myself. I just realized that if nobody hears me, there's no point in continuing on. So if you can let me know that you can hear me okay. I'm just going to type it in the chat room, and then we'll get back with it and see maybe someone can let me know. Anyway, so the Jupiter energy is expansive. And when I woke up this morning, the moon was just past Jupiter. Of course, it's at 13 degrees now, and Jupiter is at 20, so it's getting closer little by little, and tonight it's going to be right on it. So it means that whatever the energies we've been feeling with this Virgo, Jupiter, are going to really resonate within our lives on an emotional, visceral level. This is like the nurturing of our souls. And then the other side of it is Jupiter in Virgo is really bringing us this awareness of where we weren't really needs met, and how we have maybe had a skewed version of being of service to others, where, you know, the oxygen mask analogy, where if you don't take a breath first in an emergency, you have nothing there to support your life to help others. So that energy is what's going on in the sky right now, and I don't know if you've felt it. I mean, I have 4 planets in Virgo, including Pluto and Uranus. This is an intense time energetically for me and mentally. And what happens is, because Jupiter is such a big planet going through the sign, it expands that energy for people who have Virgo in their charts but don't have a planet in Virgo in your chart. It's expanding that Virgo area of your life anyway. So it's giving everyone an opportunity to really see what it's like to feel that bit of insecurity, that bit of, wow, I really want to help people, but now all of a sudden I feel this need to myself. And all of the energy I put into other people may not have been reciprocated, so now it's time to really shift and change how I think about my interactions with people. That is the energy that we're all feeling right now, and even more so if you're a Virgo, it's being challenged, that energy around service and work, and really what are rewards coming to you from what you're doing with others. So major shift and change around that. And part of the reason that it's really profound in our lives right now is because of the Sun-Neptune energy in opposition to the Moon and Jupiter. Because Sun, Neptune are in Pisces are dissolving all this energy, dissolving the uptightedness and the need to control that is an earth sign energy, that is their birthright. So I'm going to get to Neptune in a minute, because all this energy is just, it's kind of intense. And I'm going to be talking about the opposition too. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what's going on with that. With the full moon. And so as far as the full moon is concerned, I just want to let you know this is interesting. I get the almanac online, and they give you a lot of information about the moon. It's really awesome. And this is called the snow moon because this is the time of the year when obviously the Americans, this is always snow, so it's a snow moon, snow full moon. So that's just a little aside. But the full moon is the culmination of energies that have been building, and there are definitely moon cycles. I'm not necessarily a moon cycle astrologer, and there are people who do astrology, professionals who do many different specific areas, forensic astrologers and medical astrologers, people who do moon cycles. There's even a lady online who, on Blog Talk, who does just Venus. So there's so many areas of astrology you could study, Vedic, Chinese, of course, Western, that really kind of like when you get to a certain point, you realize there's just so many opportunities that you just kind of focus on that one area that's your little niche in the astrology world, and mine is intuitive astrology. So that's kind of what I focus on. Not that I don't have an interest in medical astrology or forensic astrology or even financial astrology. I love all of that, but there's just only so many things. But moon cycle astrology is really something that I'm starting to get more interested in, but it is not something that I can talk about at length. So I can tell you about the moon and some of the cycles, some of the full moons, but I don't do like when the moon waxes and wanes and there are cycles of the moon. I don't do that. So I should look into more of that so I can impart it to you. But anyway, so moving on around the chart, we have Mars at 25 Scorpio, and of course the entry sign is the culmination of that sign. It's wrapping up. It's getting ready to transition into the next sign that's coming, but it is finally addressing all of the needs and archetype energy of that sign. So Scorpio, again, it's about legalities. It's about court, politics, things that are hidden, death and dying, rebirth, legacies, taxes, the occult. All of these things are all under Scorpio, and it's the mystery of life. That's how I feel. So we're really getting a culmination of all this energy, and the only planet left to go through this part of the sky is Jupiter in long transit. So we've already had Neptune, we've had Pluto, we've had Saturn, now we have Mars, and then we're going to have Jupiter. And I forgot Uranus. Uranus is in Aries, so he's been through this area too. So in the late 80s, early 90s, we had Neptune and Uranus in Scorpio and Pluto. So we've gone through all these deep life-changing emotions, but we have Mars there, and Mars is wanting to finish off taking action around it. So, we had the unique qualities of Scorpio, which is Uranus. We had the deep depressions and moodiness that was Neptune. We had Pluto go through, which was the owner and ruler of Scorpio, and he brought our awareness to death and the dark side of life and the hidden. And then we had Saturn, and Saturn wanted us to learn what was going on in our lives and how we interact with those emotions of the things we feel and how we deal with our value in this world, which is also that part of the sky. The Scorpio part is also value for yourself and others, and the interaction, the joint connection of value. So Mars is just finishing that off, but he will be going back in there in May, June, and July. But for now, he's at 25. So pretty much anything happening now until he goes retrograde is going to be the area that you will be going back over during the middle months of the summer. So if you're having emotional issues about personal value, worth within a relationship, commitments to your partner, all of these fall under Scorpio. So those kind of pay a closer attention to that, because that's really something that we're going to be talking about over the course of the next few months. Then Saturn's in Sagittarius at 15. He's in trine to Uranus today at 17 Aries. And so there's a lot of energy going around connectedness to our career, to what we're going to do on a broader scale, how we're going to bring other people into it, and how we're going to promote ourselves. What are we going to do to take steps forward to be autonomous people? Aries and Uranus in Aries and Saturn in Sagittarius is about doing for yourself and taking the ownership of that energy and working together to promote yourself. So it's a great time for asking for a raise, promoting your career, talking to other people about what you want to do, marketing and sales. So that's going on right now. Pluto in Capricorn at 16, now in square still to Uranus. And let's see what else. He's in trine to Jupiter now, still by degrees, and directly to the moon. So Virgo energy can be, because it's ruled by Mercury, it can be erratic, which can lead to accidents. And I do want to say be careful, extra caution out there. But it is also, with Pluto in Capricorn, it can be about earth shifts. So there could be some major earthquake activity going on now. I have been feeling this in my bones for the last couple nights. I have just, well, especially this morning, I woke up and my bones to the core just ached. And that happened last year when Pluto and Uranus were squaring each other. Now we've got this energy of the full moon in Virgo in trine to Pluto, which, even though it's a positive energy, the moon's in conjunct to Uranus, which is a difficult energy, and brings issues to our awareness and expands what it is we need to see. So Uranus is about the knowledge and understanding of things. So we're going to definitely see something that is off, and I just have been getting the whole fracking issue, which is going on in Florida now. They're trying to make fracking legal in Florida, and I never thought they could do it because we have a sand base to the ground. It's all sand. But apparently they're already, fortunately, different people trying to put through something that in Congress, in the state house, that says, no, you can't do fracking in the state. Apparently it is a threat. So that kind of energy with gases, and because they infuse gases into the ground, that is a Uranian energy, along with the Pluto in Capricorn, because Pluto in Capricorn is shift of the materiality of the land, and Uranus is about using gases or chemicals or means, unusual means to do something. So it all kind of combines there. So it's energy. I would not be surprised if there were some type of accident that caused some type of natural disaster or even a man-made disaster right now. So hopefully that isn't going to happen, but there's just a lot of powerful energy going on in the sky right now. And then Jupiter is squaring Saturn as well. So Saturn rules that earth energy and the structure of things. There's also a foreign connection going on with travel, so that can also mean airlines. So, what I say, if you get scared about flying or anything like that, just go inward and really connect into your higher self. I personally connect into spirit and angel energy. You can ask for protection. Whatever you resonate with in your spiritual life, you can ask for protection from your spirituals. I'm Buddhist. There's something called Shoten Zenjin, which is the protective forces. So once you tune inward and you're aware on that level, you'll be protected. If you just pay attention to your intuition and to what's going on, you're going to be fine. So don't get all worried that, I have to fly today, that's not going to be good. Just know that you're protected and ask for protection. It's that simple. And also you can protect yourself in a bubble of white light as well. So, but just be aware that part of the energy out there, and it's very mercurial and erratic energy that is very powerful right now. So it does have the ability to shift and change worlds. So, that's what we're doing this week. Then on top of it, we have an inconjunct of Jupiter and the Moon to Venus and Venus and Mercury Aquarius, so very intense electrical energy. So storms, I know we're getting a storm this evening. It's supposed to be like a 2-day storm. So that's coming in. But Mercury, Venus, and Aquarius in conjunct to the moon in Virgo, which of course is a Mercury-ruled energy, and Jupiter, it's going to be intense. It's going to be some energy that's going to shake and move. That's what it's supposed to do. With the Jupiter Earth energy and Moon Earth energy, it's going to be about the land, and then you have the air as well. So that's electrical. It can be lightning going from the sky to the ground, that kind of energy. So there's just a lot of energy that needs to be expressed and transmuted right now. Then we have Sun and Neptune in Pisces, and also the South Node in Pisces. So Neptune and Pisces, they are a very subtle energy. Of course, now the Sun is at 4 degrees, Neptune is at 9 degrees. The Sun just went into Pisces on, I think it was the 19th. And so now we are about 4 days in, 4 degrees in. So the Sun usually gets a degree a day. And so we're really starting to feel this dreamy quality. But that being said, the Venus Mercury conjunction in Aquarius keeps our mind at a certain level where maybe our egos are being put to sleep a little bit, because that's what the Sun rules. The Sun rules the ego, which is the element of the protective qualities around the material physical world. So naturally, of course, the Sun, because it rules ego, would be more calming, or more calm, but more connected and resonate more to the earth energies, because the ego connects to the human physical form. Going up into Pisces and then conjuncting Neptune, of course, which rules Pisces, the ego is being asked to be put aside and to connect to spirit, because Neptune and Pisces rule the spirit and spiritual life. So this time for the next month and for the next week, specifically, Sun conjunct Neptune is about putting the ego aside and seeing something that's more of the collective, and not just the collective, which is Aquarian, but of the spiritual collective, which is our higher self and how we are all spirit and we're all having this experience in physical form. I've got so many chills, so I know this is such a profound message for us right now. And opposite Jupiter Moon conjunction, so the moon, again, nurturing, around healing, around work, around career, around self, yourself within the workplace, yourself as a help person, a healing person, and Jupiter in Virgo, backwards, trying to understand the Virgo energy some more, expanding that. So we're really needing to put the ego aside, to expand the spirit, to connect to our health and our healing, and do it for ourselves. This is what it's about. Neptune, Sun, self, suffering down, changing, shifting structures. Who are we? Who are we spiritually? What's coming in from the other side? Can we listen to that higher self, to that higher way of thinking, a life condition? So, yeah, Neptune is a really subtle energy, but it's very powerful. It utilizes water, it utilizes emotion, and it utilizes energy from scale. So it's really mystical and misty, as in steam and mist. So you can get, if you think about being in fog, or where there's like this really the energy of fog, you kind of listen. That's the energy that puts us in that meditative alpha state to connect to our higher self. And that's what's coming in. Now, we've also got the Venus Mercury, which of course is awakening us. And what it does, Aquarius, is its job to awaken consciousness. So that's the energy going on. And let's see, it's only 11:19, and talk about this, but I want to take some calls because we have a lot of people waiting today. So, hi,
hello.
Corey, how are you, and who is this? Hey, this is Shelley.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Hello. So there's a delay.
Oh, okay. Well, if you've got your computer on or something, that might happen, so.
Okay,
We'll
I stepped away. Maybe that's better. Okay. I love listening to what you're sharing. Thank you for verifying a lot of things that are
thank you.
transpiring. I think everyone's really excited. I'm calling about...
Have you been feeling it?
Yes. Yesterday I just found myself going on a nice long walk in the woods with the dogs and not thinking or anything.
Oh, good.
It was great.
Lovely.
I'm currently...
Yeah.
I'm more of a... I'm sorry?
I was just going to ask your name, and is this Samantha?
No, this is Christina. I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me just real quick get your birth information, then I want to hear.
Oh, of course. It's 4/18/74.
Okay. And what time?
9:19 a.m.
Okay. And where were you born?
Holyoke, Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, did you say Mount?
Holyoke, Holyoke.
Okay. Okay. And you said Mass. All right. Very cool. Okay. What is it that you wanted to tell me? I'm sorry. And go ahead and your question. That's fine too.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm really into doing my art and painting, and I'm trying to figure out how to create these thoughts into form and share them with people. But that's been something that I haven't been able to figure out. So it's been a long, 20, 30 years of doing this. But now I'm doing CNC training. So I'm going into this 180-degree turn. And part of me, it feels like I'm betraying myself. But a part of me is excited because I'll be learning the nature about numbers and things that I didn't really understand previously. And I guess I'm just wondering, I don't want to betray my spiritual side, but I do want to survive in reality, and then, in this other form. And I haven't been someone that's been very respected or,
Oh, I can so understand what you're saying. I mean, you don't even realize. Because let me just give you a little insight. I'm an astrologer, but I'm also an artist. And so I have Saturn at 0 degrees Pisces. You have Jupiter at 8 Pisces, Moon at 11 Pisces, and Venus at 12 Pisces. So it is definitely an energy I'm familiar with because that artist energy and not being respected, not being heard. Your chart is really awesome, though, because you have all that Pisces energy at your midheaven, which is your career house. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So, part of the issue with you, and this is another interesting thing in your chart, you have Neptune in the house of work in the sign of Sagittarius, which is right now being very much triggered by Saturn and by Jupiter. And so the Neptune in Sagittarius is about expanding your world to other places and the travel and also other mindsets and philosophies. So Saturn went over that spot in your chart, and let me look real quick to see if he's going to go back over. You have it at 9 degrees Neptune.
Okay.
So I just want to see if he's going to get back to that spot this year, because he retrogrades, Saturn retrogrades a year. And let's see, he's going to get right on your Neptune. So what's going on? This is the year of the culmination of everything you've been trying to do. So all the way through August. Yeah, all of August is a huge month for you for a couple of reasons. Well, for multiple reasons, I should say. One is that Saturn will be right on your Neptune, which is forcing you to take ownership of that desire nature of your vision for your life. The difficulty you've had in your life with your career is that Neptune is squaring all your Pisces in your career house. So Neptune's in your work house, all of that creative energy. So what Neptune wants you to do, Neptune is the if only, it would be so great if, that energy.
Yeah.
Saturn So you've been feeling this year. Saturn's been going over your Neptune right there. And now that he's going to retrograde up into August, so all of August he will literally be right on your Neptune, making that final kick and push to like, this is it. And if whatever you're getting, that's what you need to do. And I can tell you what you're getting is to move. Have you moved somewhere?
What? You cut out right there. What?
Okay.
So that's awful.
Your chart wants you to travel to a place farther away from where you are. You have natal Neptune in Sagittarius, which is travel. Saturn is on it, asking you to own that. It's also the realm you rest in is more like a wanderer energy. It's someone who's always seeking and moving. So there's a lot in this world that's calling you to really expand your world, like, and move and do something and go. The other thing is Jupiter transiting in the sky right now is in your house of home and family. It's retrograde, day on full moon. He's right there saying, change and shift how you look at family, how you look at your connection to family and what they're doing for you and how you've interacted with them, how you've had your needs met from your family. Is it working for you? Because that's a really strong key area for you to shift and change right now. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
And I can guarantee you by September, when Jupiter goes into Libra, he's going to go into Libra, he's going to hit full on your Pluto, which is major life change, which is only 5 degrees away from the cusp, which is also another shift point. So in September, October, it's like, boom, to expand even more so that world. And again, Jupiter is travel. You have a natal Jupiter in career, which Neptune is 1 degree away from. Sun is only 4 degrees away from your natal Jupiter up in your career house. So that's a huge trigger. Then you have Saturn and Neptune in your work house. Neptune's your ideals. And then down there in Jupiter going through your home and family, triggering your exit at the end of the year from that safety of your birth family and pushing you out to really do something about it. And Pluto's major life change. So there's going to probably be a partner or a major life change around partner. Are you in a relationship? Because if not, I see one coming.
Oh my gosh. So you're amazing. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for all that. Like,
you're welcome.
I don't even feel like how thankful I am. I'm just like tears of happiness. Thank you for
no, it's
your
huge
love
stuff.
And support. Wow.
Yeah.
Like you really nailed it. I've been looking and hoping to, have someone that could just really just connect and understand like what the hell is going on.
I understand.
Thank you. I know so many people.
No, I know. And you're welcome. But Jupiter's going to expand that area. You're making a cut from the old way of like self-effacing, time, like giving up to the point where you're tapped dry to your family, like your service, give. And that shit, I've got so many chills all over my body. I'm really tuned in today. It's amazing. The full moon is just lighting me up like a Christmas tree. But, and then the sun's in 49 own Saturn, so it's like, bam. Anyway, Jupiter is going to hit that Pluto, and it's going to be like, no, now's the time to partner for your needs, and that's like a major shift point for you. And I'm telling you, everybody, our relationship situations are changing because I really think, and I've got so many chills, we're going to be heading into the culmination of a relationship at the end of this year is really the next full year starting in August, September. It's going to be about connecting to someone else and partnering with people who make you feel like you belong, okay? Yeah. And that's the shift that you're going to hit in August. That it's like, because I know I totally get that feeling of needing to feel like there's some where people are like you. I totally get that, and it's coming. It's coming. So it's expanding, but it's going to create a major shift for you around family. You're going, really see Jupiter expanding that romance thing, because once Jupiter gets out of your home and family, it's going into romance, creativity, and children, and it's in Libra. Libra rules marriage and partnership. So it's like, boom, there's like some major life change coming around marriage and partnership for you over the next year. I mean, it's going to hit around August, September this year. Okay.
Woo! Thank you.
And definitely some moves in the work for you. I mean, once Jupiter exits your house of home and family, it can trigger a move for you. A bit. I'm almost going to guarantee that there's a move for you. And Pluto's exiting your house of marriage and partnership and going into career. And I got to tell you this. Pluto's going into your house of commitment, and Pluto is the planet of commitment in the sign of materiality. So it's like, boom, make that commitment, and it's a partnership.
Oh.
Okay.
I was always afraid
to move
because it's okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cleaning up
so I
to
didn't
do.
even get into other stuff. So if you want a full reading, just let me know. You can meet astrologerangel.com. And wow, I'm sorry. I sort of cut you off. There's just so much coming that I wanted to get to you. So.
Blessings. Yeah, thank you. I know there's many people. I'm going to listen in. Thank you. Wow.
My pleasure. Okay, well, we'll talk to you again soon. Let me know how it goes. I think all the
Absolutely.
The next couple of years.
Wonderful days. Thank you. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. All right, take care. I have to, if you're still listening, I didn't been struggling with stuff. I mean, I completely understand that. I have had that creative nature that never seems to manifest with anything, but as Saturn continues on with your Neptune, that's really it's going to snap you to attention. I think it's going to bring you to a place physically in the world, like you're going to have this trap there for you for your career, and it's there for you. I mean, your chart is saying move. You're not in the right place. And I interestingly just got done looking at some astrocartography charts, and that kind of tells you where in the world would be good for you and what influences you there. And I haven't read the one for Orlando, and it was so spot on. I did it online, and I read about some of the information that was given on this particular program, and it was just spot on. It was, family issues and having to connect parents or children and issues around change and shift with that. And it was like exactly where I'm living, exactly what I've had to say. So definitely if you are interested in finding out more about that, contact me at astrologerangel.com. Okay, and the other people waiting in line, I want to let you know, if you're listening and want a reading, you're going to have to hit the WAD, because otherwise it shows that you're listening and you're not wanting a reading. So I want to make sure everybody gets a reading who wants to look into that, and then we'll come right back. Let's see here. In these days of stress, running around, responsibilities, we all need a little place to go to make it all better. Is that place sports, football, or maybe you like to garden, paint, or just listen to music? Wherever your happy place is, you can find a shirt or mug to reflect that happy place. At myhappyplace.rocks, we have a variety of lifestyle products, including iPhone cases, pajamas, and pet items, all with beautiful, colorful designs, which help us go to our happy place. Stop by on the web for great gift ideas for others and yourself. myhappyplace.rocks. Lenny Pickett appears courtesy of Random Act Records. Check them out at randomactrecords.com. And welcome back. You are listening to the AstroEnergy Show on Blog Talk Radio. My name is Shelley Overton, and I'm an astrologer in Orlando, Florida. If you have any interest in getting a reading from me, as I've mentioned before, you can get me at astrologerangel.com. And I'm also on the web at AstroEnergy on Facebook. I'm Astrologer Angel on Pinterest. I've got every social media means out there. So I've got LinkedIn, I've got Twitter, I've got Facebook. Just look me up. Even search me on Google. I'm sure you'll get many links. So getting back to the phone calls. So again, if you want to call in and get a reading, the number is 347-994-3365. And just be sure and hit 1 so that I know you want to ask a question. Okay, 443. Hi, who is this?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? What's your name?
Kathy?
Kathy. Hi. Do you want to give me your birth information?
Sure. 12/13/1953.
Okay.
Do you want the time?
I'm going to say that again. It's December 13th, 1953?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Time too, please.
10:10 a.m.
Okay. And where were you born?
Utica, New York.
Sounds like you as well. So I'm just going to let our audience know to have patience because we have a little delay in between our conversation. So let me push up your chart here. Okay. All right. What can I do for you today?
I just wanted to know, like, when I'll be retiring and what I'll be doing after that.
Wow, I would say momentarily.
Really?
You've got a lot of energy going on to that type of transition in your life. So the first one is Jupiter. Jupiter is in your 8th house right now. Generally, when Jupiter gets to the 9th house is when I see retirement, and then also a shift and change around career. And Mars is right 1 degree away from going across into your career house. So it's really close. I'm going to just look. So, okay, I think what's going to happen is that you're going to start moving on to some other energy. You're definitely looking to get out of what you're doing. And I think it's going to be a transition period because Mars is going to bring that to the forefront. Like, I just really want to go and do something different. Let me see when Mars gets to Sagittarius, because that's going to be a big shift for you as well. Because again, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is coming out of your 8th house, which will trigger that shift, for good shift. Jupiter's going to trigger something in about May of next year. Could even be a little bit sooner. Let me look and give you a specific. Let me see. You need to have it at 18 degrees. So that's what I'm looking for. It'll be August. Okay, so August of next year, Jupiter's actually going to shift out of the 8th house into the 9th, and the 9th is that expansion energy, and it will be hitting your natal Neptune at that time too. So it's just a really big ideological shift about, like, okay, I'm done with this working for, the vision and the dream of what I've been doing in the past, and now I want to shift and change to something new. That's coming in August of next year, but Mars coming in this year is going to trigger a shift in your career. Now, could you tell me what kind of work you do?
I work for the government, but I want to do something else when I retire.
Okay, well, that's really interesting because Mars rules the energy of legalities and things that are associated with the government. Capricorn and Saturn rule the government per se, but while you have Pluto coming up on Chiron and the North Node in your 12th house, so that's creating an ideological shift there. And have you had something going on behind the scenes that has created a rift in your psychology and, like, how you process things? Like, this doesn't work for me?
I don't know if you're talking about my spiritual journey.
Well, I'm thinking more that it could be partly that because it is the 12th house, but I'm looking at more like there's a wounding that happened, and it's connected to the Capricorn energy, which is the structure of career, the structure of the life purpose. It's in your 12th house, so there's there's a disconnect, and because you are in government, Pluto and Capricorn rules the government, so there's a connection to the government here, and it's like you're having this feeling that this isn't okay with you. Like, there's that feeling like I don't resonate to something that's happened in your career or the government per se. So that's in your chart.
There's a lot of changes going on here.
Okay. Well, March of this year, March 6th, Mars goes into Sagittarius for a brief period of time for 2 months. You're going to get a really strong taste of what it is that you want to do and the vision for where you're going in the next couple years. But the thing is, Mars goes retrograde right after that, and the third week, right around the time the sun goes into Aries, Mars goes retrograde. So he's going to go back over this area. That's what I was talking about in the early part of the program. So from March until August, the first week of August, you're going to make that final push to do some kind of shift and change. And are you planning on moving, retiring somewhere else? Is that like in your... Okay.
Yeah.
I think that you're going to probably make that shift to the move. I don't know if it's still close enough to work, but there's a really strong shift and change around that around August of this year. I mean, I would really be... I think this is what I see. I think you're going to go and maybe in the next couple months look at where you want to go if you don't already have a place. And so you're kind of doing the reconnaissance work. And then by August, you're going to say, this is it, I'm done. And it's like a mental break that's going to happen. Like you're just psychologically going to go, this is it, I can't take it one more second. And Mars will be on your Mercury at 4 degrees Sagittarius in your house of career, and then it'll hit your Venus. And it's like, I'm moving, I'm done. And Saturn's going into your house that is the physicality of the career. It's the shift of the career. And so there's a big shift coming the end of this year. And let me see when Saturn gets to the 11th house for you. That's a big time. By December, between August and December, I think you're going to make it happen this year.
Not even going to wait till next year.
I don't think so. So, because not only that, Jupiter moves out of the 8th into the 9th, which is my trigger, one of my triggers, and that happens the 18th. It's going to happen at the beginning of August. So there's just a lot going on for you. Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go now, but I'm just like waiting it out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely you got some August, December energy coming in for you. And I'm not surprised you're ready to go. And this whole full moon in Virgo energy is really triggering that Pluto, which again, Pluto in the 12th is a psychology section, and then Scorpio is also psychology. You have Saturn in Scorpio. So it's like your mindset and how you integrate all the things you see in this world, all of the knowledge and information, it's just shifting. You know, I got chills with that too. So I know that there's a great shift of how you look at things. And especially when Mars gets into Sagittarius, like I said, for a month and a half, like right around March, the full month of March, you're just going to be like, wow, I'm telling you, because it's going to be a lot of fire energy. We'll have the sun going into Aries, and it's like, I can't wait. So what you're going to do is take action towards finding that place that you're really interested in moving, and that's probably going to happen by the end of the year.
Okay. We already have a place. We already know where we're going.
Ooh, exciting. Well, you may take a trip there just to connect in to that energy.
Oh, yeah, you know what? In May we are. We're taking a trip in May.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. It was good talking to you.
You too.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's a fun thing, having a retirement to look forward to. Exciting. Okay, we've got 313. Hi, 313. How are you, and who is this?
My name is Vaughn Robert. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. So give me a second to get a little card to put your information in here on my computer. Okay. You say your name's Vaughn?
Yes, ma'am, Vaughn Robert.
Okay.
Well, that's the name I use on my show anyway.
No. It's fine. Hang on one second. I'm just setting up your card so I can keep your information. If you want to call back another time, I can find you quickly. Okay. So what is your birth information?
September 10th, 1967.
Okay. Have you called before?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. And what time were you born?
10 a.m.
Sorry. 10 a.m. Wow. Where were you born?
In Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. I'm going to guess you have a Scorpio rising.
Nope. Close,
no?
Though.
I'm sorry, what?
Close, though.
Sagittarius?
Nope. The other way.
Oh, Libra. Late Libra, huh?
Libra. Yeah.
Oh, so you know your chart a little bit. That's good. Let me just find... Yeah. There it is. Okay. Cool. Yeah, my birthday's September 10th, too. I was born 3 years to the day before you.
For real?
Yep, and I was born at 9:18 a.m. So, but I was Mountain Time Zone. That's what I was guessing because I was Mountain Time Zone. Yeah, you're right. I was only 10 degrees away.
Right.
Very cool. So, what can I do for you?
Well, you know what? I'm looking at some things. I'm actually enjoying it, but I like to get more into it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my thing has to do with career and writing in particular.
Mhm.
I've been trying to do some writing, and I'm now at that point. I'm into a little bit of writing, but it's not exactly what I thought it would be.
Okay.
But it's actually getting me into writing, though.
Well, that's good. So, I'm guessing are you doing this for yourself? Like, do you have another job, or are you working for yourself? Because there's a lot of strong energy about working for yourself doing that.
I'm gearing toward that right now.
You're going to. Yeah, you're going to. Saturn is in your house of money right now, so Saturn is saying, no, you've got to be making money. And you know what? You're definitely somebody who likes freedom. You've got Mars and Moon in Sagittarius, and that's the freedom-loving sign. You've got to keep going. Mars in Sagittarius is like, forget about it. You're like, go, go, go. Like, do. There's a lot of that. There's also the psychological, like, you love research, you love getting into people's motivations. Right now, you have Neptune in Scorpio right next to your Mars in Sagittarius, like right on that cusp. So there's a lot of intensity coming into the house of money. It's about value to the marketplace. And Mars is right there on your Neptune right now. Like, Mars is like driving you to make your dream come true. And then he's going to go into Sagittarius. Well, like I said to the last caller, he'll go in for a couple months through March and the beginning of April. And then he's going to go retrograde back over your Neptune. And he also is driving you to make those dreams come true. Okay? Mm-hmm. He's also driving you to make money. Like, there's that little insecurity that's like, why can't I just want to make this money. I just need to have this happen. And he's going to make it happen. I mean, Saturn going into your third house is not only going to bring you money, but he's going to make you snap to attention and get that book done the way you want it. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, and that's going to, let me look, see when that is. It's going to be, Saturn's moving towards the cusp of the third house, but he's also going to retrograde, which the retrogrades is like, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of energy. So we're looking for January is when Saturn hits that cusp. And then he almost immediately goes backwards. And March, he's still going to be Jupiter is actually going to be influencing you then as well at that same degree. Let me see. Yeah, Jupiter's going into your first house in January, so that's interesting. That's good, because that's going to expand a partnership situation for you. Are you in a relationship or not?
No.
No? Well, definitely I think that, again, like I said, Jupiter into Libra is going to make us all want to partner up. That's just what it does. It expands partners and marriage. So there's going to be a lot of marriage, partnership energy coming in the end of this year for the next year after that. So as of January, Jupiter is going to go into your first house. And so that's going to be a really big time for you coming up the end of this year for partnering, and also coming into that situation that makes you really feel more comfortable. You have Saturn in Aries. Aries is, again, autonomy. It's about doing for yourself. Sorry about the noise. I have my window open. I'm kind of in a loud... I'm in the country, but there are a lot of motorcycles and a lot of pickup trucks out here. So anyway, Uranus, which is the planet of autonomy also, it's doing for yourself and it's making you your own boss, is just past your Saturn, your career. So you're like really feeling that drive to make your own living. Do you work for yourself?
Now, I have a network marketing business, and I have I'm actually looking at being a freelance writer. Okay. But the thing with me though is some of the people that I'm actually partnered with now, there's a little bit of a tension, the way I feel like they communicate with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I've had that. I know that's part of my journey. Learning to interact, with that North Node in the 7th house and everything in my 11th house like that.
Yes.
And even what the second house is telling me with the the Neptune and the Moon and Mars there, it's about me interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more than anything, I'm conscious of that Aries, and I'm conscious of that Aries right there in that North Node and that seventh house right there. And it's got to be. It can be us, but you can't exclude me from that. Right. A lot of times people like to try to just simply use my energy and use me like a tool, use me as energy and throw me away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And try to overstep me. It's not a true partnership. You know
well, you've got Vesta sitting on. Vesta is on the North Node, and I always see the Vesta energy as like a woman who is, well, in Aries specifically, is aggressive and causes friction. You know, she's going to lash out and fight. And she's in that area right now. She's somebody in your, well, you know, it could be your work area, but I'm wondering if there's somebody who is interested in you and she's trying to get your attention in the way guys get the attention from girls like in high school when they, you know, yank their hair or, you know, just they do things more like hitting and trying to like, hey, I'm here, you know, like not the way you would think, hey, if you like somebody, just talk to them. They're more like aggressive towards you. So there's definitely a woman.
That could be. I don't know for sure, because you know, I'm like being by myself right now.
Yes, that Virgo energy. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
and Jupiter's on your Pluto.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I totally
get
that.
I like being by myself.
Yes.
But I mean, I like interacting with people. But right now, I really want that solitude.
Yep.
And I have it right now. You know what I'm saying?
I totally
have
get it
right now.
Yeah,
so I can figure that type of stuff out. You know, actually, I got onto your show because I have a show on Blog Talk Radio as well. And what happens is whenever I look at my dashboard, I see whoever's following my show. I look at other shows that they look at. I was like, oh, what's AstroEnergy? You know, I love astrology and I love numerology. I've come across from one follower. This is the third show that I picked up on from somebody else following my show.
Wow.
So, I mean, I just
What's
need
your show?
that one in the spirit.
Oh, the one online. Okay, you were in my chat room.
Yeah, that was me. Let you know I can hear you. I had that same problem a little bit back in December. I thought I was on like a half a show and nobody could hear me.
Oh my gosh, I did. I know. You know what? The same thing. Like I'm telling you, you have a similar setup to a number of planets that I have because I have a 0-degree Scorpio rising. So all of your cluster of Virgos up there in the same area. So, you know, you've got the same affinity for astrology that I have because you have Uranus-Pluto conjunct up there in Virgo. So you have a really good mind to understand it. Yeah, Mercury in Libra, it's like you're the social worker. You're the guy who wants to help everybody and counsel with their problems. So that's there in your chart. And Libra, library, it rules that. I mean, to me, library and Libra very much are the energy of books. So when Jupiter goes into your first house, you're going to be able to, I think what's going to happen is you're going to feel connected to someone. And, you know, I completely understand this wanting to be alone. I have that in spades right now. And it's like, I just can't take anybody's on. It's just like, get away from me. The only person I can take right now for the most part is my daughter. And she's got Virgo. She's got a 28-degree Leo rising, mostly Virgo in her first house. So all my Virgo energy falls into her first house, which is great. So, but just needing to have alone mental time, that's really strong right now for Virgo. And, you know, for you, it's how can you integrate what you want to do to make money in a career with that really, especially Saturn and Aries in your house of work and your house ruled by Virgo, or the Virgo natural sixth house. It's like, I want to earn a living doing something solitary, but you appreciate the connectedness to other people and you want to give to that. You got Venus in Leo, you've got Jupiter in Leo at your career house. So like there's definitely that connection. And then also, any of the fire signs are connected to people. Aries just doesn't want, none of them really want to be told what to do. They're all kind of leaders in their own way. But that Mercury in Libra you need to connect and help, and all that Virgo, you're a total healer and helper. So you need to express your words and all that you know, especially having Scorpio Neptune. Like you really do research, you really know stuff, and
love it.
You're going to do it. Saturn moving into the third house is what you want to look at. That's coming up in January. And you're going to have a Mars return. Again, that's getting people from other cultures. So your money definitely can come from people of other cultures coming up here. Let me see how long Mars lasts. See, Mars, this is a funny thing. Mars has been taking forever to get to Sagittarius and go through it. And then once he gets there, he's only there for a month. And it's like, what's your problem? He's going to spend almost the rest of the year. Yeah. He's gonna. Oh, hang on a second. I'm in the wrong part of the ephemeris. Just a second. So yeah, he's only going to be there through September. So he gets back in August, and then he'll be out by the end of September. So he'll be definitely triggering your house of money. I think the one thing I would caution, and this is for everybody, when Mars gets at the end of September, when he gets to Capricorn, that's going to trigger when Pluto went into Capricorn. And I would definitely get your ducks in a row financially before then. Like, if there's any loose ends that you don't want to have at that point, because that's going to be like one of the last precursors of the shift, the material world shift that we're going through. We had Pluto, which is like, pay attention. You've got all this energy going in to things that are not tangible, which is all the Sagittarius energy. It's like pie in the sky. I don't believe that. This is just like, a collective, like, it's the Capricorn way of looking at it. You've got all your fancy dreams, and you don't worry about anything, and it just is all supposed to be wonderful, and there's never any consequences, which Sagittarius doesn't stop to pay attention to consequences. So when energies go from Sagittarius to Capricorn, it's like putting a big old brick wall in the middle of a highway. And it's like, whoa, wait, what? And bam, and that's what happened in 2007. And, the end of when all the real estate bubble burst, because, my astrology, Sagittarius rules real estate. And you hit that wall. So Mars is going to hit that point, and it's going to be right now, again, we're going to have this little bubble expanding, and then it hits Capricorn, and then it's going to be like, wait, what happened? So there's going to be that point. And at that same time, we're going to start to have some Libra energy, Libra and Jupiter, or Jupiter and Libra, which squares Capricorn. So there's going to be this ideology like, it should be good, and it's about the material world, but it's not going to gel. So it's going to be, the end of September is going to be a point for you where fears are going to come out around the money situation, and for you it's going to last about a couple months till Mars gets out of Capricorn and goes into Aquarius. I think you're going to be much better when Mars goes into Aquarius, because at that point, that's going to be November. It'll be the 9th of November if you want to write that down. When Mars goes into Aquarius, you're going to feel lighter. It's going to be more mental stimulation. Your radio show might reach a new height, or there's going to be something. I think you can express yourself over the internet more, and you might utilize the internet to get your writings out more at that time. It's just going to be better. So it's just going to be that blip there over October, November, and then I think it's going to pick back up again. But just be aware of that coming. Okay?
Okay.
Wow, well, that's awesome to talk to another blog talker who likes astrology. That's cool. And you have the same birthday.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, make it through that full moon. Don't worry about letting go of some of those feelings that you've been, like, I've been giving, I need somebody to give to me, because that's all of that energy right now. Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's good talking to you.
Yes, I just followed your show, so
awesome! I'm going to follow you. Yeah, I'll follow you right after I end the show.
Okay.
Well, you take care, and definitely call back and let us know how it's going, and maybe I'll talk to you on your show.
All right, definitely.
Okay, take care, Vaughn.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. And that's the end of the show. So thanks for listening, and Take care. Waning energy of the moon next week, or 2 weeks from now, it's the new moon, but we're wrapping up old issues. See you soon. Bye. Thanks for stopping by AstroEnergy this week. If you would like to get a hold of Shelley Overton, you can get her at astrologerangel.com, on Facebook at AstroEnergy or Astrologer Angel. The music was provided by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com with additional music by Ironwood Rain. Check them out on the net at ironwoodrain.com.